Welcome back to Mr. Magazine, where we uncover the stories that the cameras never caught, tales of love, courage, and humanity hidden beneath the glitz of stardom. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, tap that join button to support us, and like this video to help us keep bringing you exclusive insights into the emotional world of Turkey's most admired stars. Today's story is unlike any other. It's not about glamour or gossip. It's about an act of instinctive bravery that, according to those who were there, saved a life. A story that could have ended in tragedy if not for one man's courage. This is the untold truth about Halil İbrahim Ceyhan and Sıla Türkoğlu, and the night that changed everything. It all began on an ordinary evening, one that, in retrospect, split their lives into a before and after. According to sources close to the actors, Sıla Türkoğlu found herself in an extremely dangerous situation, one that placed her life in immediate jeopardy. The circumstances remain shrouded in secrecy, partly to protect her emotional recovery, but what has been confirmed is this: Halil was there, and his intervention made the difference between life and death. No cameras were rolling, no photographers lurking. It happened far from the glitter of the entertainment world. Some whisper that it was a near-fatal car accident, others insist it was a sudden medical emergency. Still, others claim that Sıla experienced a severe emotional collapse that spiraled into physical danger. But amid all these versions, one detail stands unchanged: when disaster struck, she was defenseless, and he, without hesitation, acted. Eyewitnesses, who have chosen to remain anonymous, describe Halil's reaction as pure instinct. He didn't freeze. He didn't wait for anyone else to move. It was as if his entire being focused on one thing: saving her, said one source. They speak of those unbearable minutes that felt like hours, of tension so thick it suffocated the air. And yet, through it all, his voice stayed calm, steady, reassuring, guiding. His hands moved with purpose while everyone else stood paralyzed by fear. When it was finally over, when the danger had passed, the silence that followed was deafening. The only sounds were their uneven breaths, the quivering of those who had just witnessed something extraordinary. Sıla, in a state of shock, reportedly didn't comprehend the gravity of what had occurred. Her body moved as though detached from reality, her gaze lost in a void. Halil gently supported her, keeping her upright, refusing to let her slip into unconsciousness. Those who saw them at that moment say it was as if the world had disappeared. There were no rumors, no cameras, only a man who had decided he would not let the woman he once loved, and perhaps still loves, be taken away by fate. From that instant, everything changed. Their connection, already wrapped in layers of affection, distance, and silent loyalty, transformed into something deeper, something sacred. It was no longer a matter of gossip columns or old romantic speculation. It was a matter of survival, of gratitude, of an emotional bond that transcends simple definitions. Close friends of Sıla reveal that since that night, she has not gone to sleep without thinking of him. Every breath she takes to calm herself is, in her mind, a quiet tribute to the man who made sure she could keep breathing at all. She carries him in her silence, said one friend softly. Not with words, but with memory. Neither Halil nor Sıla has publicly commented, but the silence itself speaks volumes. Everyone who knows them says that something irrevocable has changed, that her view of him, her gratitude toward him, and the mark he left on her life can never be erased. Because in a world where words lose meaning and love is often performed for show, actions like his echo far louder. There is no declaration of love greater than saving someone's life, and asking for nothing in return. If this story has already captured your heart, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Mr. Magazine. Join our amazing community of viewers who believe that real stories, stories of courage, humanity, and love, still matter. And remember, by clicking the join button, you're helping us continue sharing these powerful tales from the world of Turkish celebrities. People stopped referring to them as former colleagues or rumored lovers. They started calling them the two who owe each other their lives. And that phrase carried a weight that no tabloid headline could capture. This was not fiction. It was an unspoken pact sealed by fate. As the news spread, fans responded not with curiosity, but with reverence. Thousands who had never met Sıla or Halil began to write as if comforting a close friend. And remarkably, many messages were not just for her, but for him. People were moved by the sincerity of his act. In a world full of artificial relationships and empty gestures, one user wrote, "Seeing someone act out of pure instinct and love reminds us that true courage still exists." Even those who were never fans of Turkish television admitted that something about this story rekindled a lost sense of belief, that love, in its purest form, still lives in quiet, unseen actions. Meanwhile, inside TV studios and production offices, the story sparked serious discussion. Executives, who normally spoke only in terms of ratings and contracts, began acknowledging that something far more profound had taken place. "This could change the way audiences connect with public figures," said one senior producer. "People aren't responding to scandal anymore. They're responding to authenticity, to sacrifice." That revelation has created a new kind of tension within the entertainment world. How can they talk about such an event without commercializing it? Too much exposure would seem opportunistic. Too little would feel disrespectful. So, for now, many have chosen silence, a silence heavy with admiration. They say he often reflects on the concept of destiny, not as a poetic idea, but as a lived experience. Saving someone's life, they explain, demands not only physical courage but emotional accountability. You must accept that you now carry part of that person's story within you. And for Halil, that realization has been both humbling and transformative. What do you think, dear viewers? Was this moment fate? Was it a sign that some connections never truly end, no matter how time or fame separates them? We'd love to hear your thoughts, share them below. And tell us, which Turkish celebrity story would you like Mr. Magazine to explore next? Today, Halil İbrahim Ceyhan continues to focus on his career, appearing poised and steady, but those who know him say that a quiet part of him remains anchored to that night. And Sıla Türkoğlu, whose elegance and strength have always inspired her fans, carries with her a renewed awareness of life's fragility. Perhaps they will never speak publicly about what happened. Perhaps they don't need to. Because sometimes, the most powerful stories are the ones told through silence, through a look, a gesture, a shared memory that words can never capture. And as long as there are people who believe in love, courage, and destiny, this story will live on, not as a scandal, but as a testament to the strength of the human heart. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey into one of the most moving stories in recent memory. If this touched you, please like the video, subscribe to Mr. Magazine, and consider joining our channel to help us continue telling the untold stories of Turkey's brightest stars. Because here, at Mr. Magazine, we don't just talk about fame, we explore the moments that define what it truly means to be human. Until next time, stay safe, stay inspired, and never stop believing in the quiet power of love.